second broadcaster of TFF News. My buddy Tommy Pearson, he couldn't make it today, so we got a couple of fill-ins. My partner in crime right here.
Team Fish Fighters,
Yeah.
William Tanzovich.
Yes.
Jim Donlin, owner of Westside Bait.
Yes. Jim Don is awesome. He's a great supporter and one of our sponsors of TFF News and other stuff that we do with the Team Fish Fighters. Jim is, man, he's...
I just want to say I'm glad to be here. I appreciate the invitation.
So I guess let's go ahead and start with the news to get all these carp anglers the information that they need to know about what's going on out there in the carp world. Last video broadcast, we talked about the Austin Team Championship back in March of 21st. We'll go ahead and tell you the winners on that whole situation. First place winner was the OG Carpers from Brian and Zach. They did a great job. Their total weight altogether was 177 pounds, 0.1. So they were, and you know that's crazy about that. They caught all that fish on that second day. So that was a great day.
Well, James, that's what's interesting about this tournament. It starts out, you draw your spot for the first day, and you can hit a real dud of a spot, which it sounds like is what happened to them. Then you redraw the next day, and you get to go to somebody's spot that you've already seen that worked the day before.
Exactly.
So it's almost a double-edged sword. If you have a well-baited spot and you know it's going to be good the second day, and you don't have a chance to get back there, somebody draws it right out from underneath you. You know what can happen.
I just can't chum the next day.
Yeah, it's a good situation. That's a neat tournament down there in Austin. It's been going on about 20 years now, and like I said, everything they do in Texas, they do it big. And that tournament is no different. The hospitality's been great. It's been a big part of CAG through the years, one of their most important events. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that they had some success. Over 1,000 pounds of fish caught, I heard.
Yeah, I think from what I understand, the second place team they actually caught the biggest fish, and that was it was a 39 pounder.
Okay, 39.
From Chris.
Always big fish.
Yep.
Very big.
Chris Flower. Sorry. That's from Team 2. That's from Golden Toads. Team Golden Toads. Their total weight at the end of the tournament was 170 pounds, 0.69. So
and third place.
And the third place is the CAG NTX.
CAG NTX.
Yeah. And,
well, congratulations to everybody on that.
Exactly.
Nice event. You should try to make this one. It's early in the year. Sometimes the weather can be brutal down there, but it's on Town Lake, I believe, in Austin, Texas. It's a great event, great hospitality. It's really something to put on your bucket list for carp fishing.
I'm going to definitely do it next year. We'll definitely try to get into it. Never been to Texas, but I always want to try to do it. So, hey, what do you got going on there, Bear, for the Hoosier Carper Socials?
Well, we had social Saturday at 79th at Fall Creek, hosted by our teammate Tommy Pearson.
Did a great job.
Which he actually ended up taking big fish of the day, so we want to congratulate him for that.
That was about 20 fish caught altogether.
Yeah, well, the cool thing about that, it's a free social. It's free to get in. Of course, it's sponsored by Westside Bait and Tackle, the Hoosier Carper country. Free to get in, you get free foods, of course, against, Westside Bait provides that, that too. Yeah,
it's you guys doing all the work, honestly. Yeah, it's it's just a fun get together. Right. Doesn't cost you a thing. There's going to be a side pot if you want. They're optional, and some of them we're leaving it up to the different groups. What do we got coming up, William?
Here coming up May 5th, 2018, we have your Hoosier Carper Social at Lake Celinda.
That's Southern Indiana.
Hosted by Team Misfits and George Baird.
Yeah, George Baird.
So look out for that one. We also have one coming up June 16th at Brookville Lake, hosted by Hog Sauce Fishing Flavors.
Good product, good guys.
And another at Pike Lake, July 28th, hosted by Carp Pro.
Yep. Now the cool thing about sorry to interrupt you on Pike Lake, that's the lake that's holding the Indiana carp record right now.
State record lake.
And what's neat about these events is that each of these groups are going to put their own little twist on them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Everybody's going to Hog Sauce, Misfits, Carp Pro, you know, the rest of them, they're gonna put their own twist on it. They're gonna make them a lot of fun. They're free, family oriented. Get there when you want. Get your spot. Everybody's there to have fun.
Yeah, and also the other cool thing about it, you can learn off the other carp anglers. I mean, you go to this is it's free to get in, and then later on, you know, especially for beginner carpers, hey, you know, I think we'll go try to pay some money and actually get into the real good, you know, big dogs tournaments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's definitely a good family event. So.
And what are we finishing up to the last two?
And then we have, our next two are going to be at Lake Monroe on August 18th, 2018, and that will be hosted by Lake Monster Flavors. So look out for that one. That's probably going to be a good one. Lake Monroe, normally it's going to be some fish caught, I can tell you that.
I've seen tournaments over there where we've had in the past over 200 pounds
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
in a 12-hour
And
tournament.
then, of course, you're definitely going to catch some fish here. So the next one's going to be at Lake Cataract, September the 29th, and that will be hosted by our team captain, James Sanders. So
Yeah, it's
you want to get there for that, and
yeah, it's going to be it's a CAG
you're
tournament.
going to see some fish bite.
Yeah, it's a CAG tournament. I'm the Indiana State chairman for that one, so
Okay.
hopefully we get some of the CAG medallions for first and second, third place.
But it's still open to anybody, whether you're
So,
CAG or not.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I guess we're going to give a few words from our supporters. Welcome back, Carp Anglers. We are back again. What else we got going on the agenda here?
I was going to talk. Oh, why don't you go back to Westlake Tournaments?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do Westlake Tournaments here real quick. We had a good Westlake tournament. As a matter of fact, it was the first one of the year on April 7th. It's a slow. Now, this is a very, very tough lake. A lot of carp anglers like to go there just for the challenge mainly. But there's lots and lots of carp in there, but it's just a tough lake.
And keep in mind, April 7th this year was cold.
Yeah,
the water was cold. It was brutal conditions.
So you know, we had we ended up with the 6 or 8 carp anglers that showed up for this event. But you know, the man, I think there's a couple guys that knows this lake pretty well. But you know, Justin Keaton. He's one of my ex-teammates. He's always on fire all the time.
He's been on fire this year.
Yeah, he's had a great year this year.
Had a good start.
You did.
Wild, Paylake. I tell you, Justin is competitive on both, and I mean, he keeps a set of tackle ready to go for wherever he's going. Wild, Paylake. He's ready to compete. Anything he just likes to compete, and I tell you, at the end of the game, he's there a lot.
Yeah. So kudos to Justin Keaton. He's also the first qualifier for the Westlake Championship going into the 6-man shootout in October. So good job, because Justin Keaton. What else we got on the agenda here?
Well, I was thinking about discussing a little bit about the NPQs this year, along with you guys, and man, we're 4 into it already.
Yeah.
It's going to be an exciting year. Mike Reimers is at the helm again this year. He's got 30 events scheduled on Sundays throughout the season. There's no other tournament like it in the country. I'll be honest, there's nothing like it. And all you need is a top 3 on any one of these 30 events, and you're going to a $25,000 championship. That's going to be a blast. You're also in the points chase all year long, and now there's $1,500 going out to the points chase winners this year too. So you know, more and more of this guys wanting to get there and score points on every tournament. And one day, I'll tell you what, one day this tournament's going to...
Oh, it's going to be big.
It's going to be big league. I'll tell you what, I would not be a bit surprised to see someone pick this up one day and put it on the air.
Now what happened? the first qualifier was at Hubbard's Springs.
March 25th.
It was packed with snow.
9 inches of snow on the ground.
But I tell you had some diehards just going to that tournament. So it's
how many do we have, William? We had over.
I believe it was 43.
43. That's a good number.
Could be mistaken, I think that's
we got some video of it that showing those guys having to shovel off their areas. Yeah,
I actually got first draw. I got very lucky.
How you guys doing out there? I'm Tommy Pearson from Team Fish Fighters, and we are here at Hubbard Spring Lakes, home of the big cat and the big carp. We are here on March 25th. It's the first day of the first qualifier of the year. The championship's going to be here this year too, so that's, like I said earlier in another video, that's going to make it good for our home state, But cameraman, we'll take a look around. We got some other guys out here, man. A lot of snow on the ground. It's going to be kind of hard, man. I broke my shovel, I'm not going to lie, just to dig out my spot a little bit. But we got a lot of good guys here, man. And there's going to be, a lot of people didn't think that they was really going to come today, but people saying 60 and 70 people. But I think the snow may have slowed people down just a little bit. But we got, for sure, I'm going to say at least 35, 40 here already, and we still got about 30 minutes to go. But I'm going to let my cameraman give you a quick side of the lake real quick. This is Pond 4 right here, one of the bigger lakes. They have a total of 4 lakes. 2 big ones, 2 smaller ones, but they all got big fish in them, man. Monster carp. But I'm Tommy Pearson. I'm checking in with Team Fish Fighters, and we're going to get some good footage for you guys today.
Hey, Carp Anglers, we are back. Go ahead and Jim, what you got on the rest of the NPQs?
Well, second week we went out to Highway, and they had, how many guys they have out? Did you go to Highway?
I was not there.
You didn't make the Highway?
But it was maybe in the 50.
Yeah, oh that's right, like 53. I think I heard 53 anglers out there. Once again, it was a cold week again.
Yeah.
Fish were on decent. At the end of it all, the usual suspects, Phil Lucas, big fish, Nick Bright second, Joe Tompkins third. Jenny Lucas would have qualified, but she's already qualified at the late event last year. She had second place big fish of the year, so she's she's getting some points.
Yep.
But it was a good day out there at Highway, and once again, Bill and Jerry, they treat you like family when you come out there. And Highway is it is a great place. Get a lot of Ohio guys come over for that tournament.
Nice.
It just brings some different groups in, but Highway is going to be hosting about 7 or 8 this year at least, I think. Next up, went back to Hubs, and I think the reason why you're going to see Hubs on their trail a little more this year is because of the fact that Monroe had pulled out. The former championship hoster last year, they pulled out under new ownership, and maybe someday they can resolve that, because I really did enjoy that venue, and it was a nice place on the Northern Paylaker Qualifier Trail.
I think one of the reasons why they dropped out, they mainly just want to make it into a catfish lake, and that's fine. Kudos to them. Hope everything works out the right way, but it's still a good lake. So we're not just
That was the lake I qualified at.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah.
I've only been one time.
A lot of indie people went over there to qualify.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Back to Hubs, April 8th. Well, did you were down there?
No.
No, you didn't make that one. I know you made 2 so far.
I've been to 2.
And you've had 7. You've hit 7 spots already.
7 spots.
That's good.
I hit 2 spots at the first qualifier of the year, the snow qualifier.
That was a tough day of fishing.
I hit 5 spots at Ace in the rain qualifier. We'll call it that one.
Yeah.
A lot of rain.
Hubs, Stanley Hedrick. He's a good fisherman. He's always there. He qualified last year. Qualified the year before. So I know he's at least a 3-time qualifier now. TJ Wise, Mike Birch, and like I say, another little all-star cast of carp anglers there again. Those guys are. It's nice for them to get it out of the way early, but you know they're going to be there at some point after 30 tournaments.
Don't forget, old Nick Bright. He had big fish of the day also.
Yeah.
So he was already qualified from the week before, but he's racking the points up.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
So you definitely got a lot of superstars names right there in the Pay Lake world, right there in NPQs.
How was the fishing that day? Was it on a little bit more? Did you hear?
I wasn't there, but as far as I heard, fish bit pretty good that day. The water was up from a lot of the rain we had in the previous week, but guys were on the fish. I heard a lot of fish were caught.
Next week, April 14th, Ace Lake has got their name back onto the Northern Paylaker Qualifiers after a year of not being on. I think they're going to host 2, possibly 3 this year.
Definitely 2.
And really, I got to say, the management out there was very excited to have the Northern Paylaker Qualifiers out there. It showed him what his lake is capable of having as far as carp anglers. You know, we pegged 51 good spots, 51 big spacious spots. I went down, helped them on the peg. You know, they're a little bit newer on the carp end, but they're doing good. They got 15 jugs out right now, $30 to get into all 15 jugs. You were down there that day, rain qualifier. It was warm in the morning.
Yeah, it was warm. It was.
And people were getting soaking wet, and I just said, man, this is pneumonia weather. We had, what, 38?
I believe it was, I think it was maybe 33 or 32.
Okay, 33. Still a good day. If you'd have been out there in the weather, you looked at it and you said, this is pneumonia weather.
Out of 51 pegs.
I'm sure
That's still a good,
Yeah. And we could have certainly made the pegs smaller. So if he does host a bigger event later in the summer, if we get 50, 60 guys, I think we could have had a good number out there had the weather been better.
That's what I think kept a lot of guys on.
Yeah, but I'm glad to see Ace Lake back out there, and right away, what happened? Kevin Tharp up on the up there at the way station right away.
I think it might have even been the first fish to come out of pound 4 of the day. I'm not sure, but it was first hour.
25-pounder.
25.7, I think.
Yeah, nice fish, and that fish hung on all day.
First place.
And you know what? That's one thing about a fish like that. You're sitting there all day. Yeah, okay, this is probably going to make it. You know, normally 25 you feel pretty solid, but Ace Lake it just shows the untapped potential that's at this lake. You know, the big fish that are in there, and these fish, they do well. They maintain their weights.
That's where I've caught my biggest.
Yeah, and Kevin Tharp sponsored by Johnny Juice, so good job with Johnny Juice.
The man himself, Mike Reimers, finished up second. Jeremy Condry third. Once again, I mean, the cream rises to the top again. You know, some of the good anglers out there. Right now in the points chase this year, it's $1,500 going out to the points champions. So it's going to, you know, be a little more competitive. And like I say, we're going to get some sponsors on board for this points championship. One day when this thing blows up, you know, this is going to be where it all started. This is going to be the NASCAR of. It is. This is going to be the NASCAR of carp anglers.
It's big time.
Yeah, it's the one right now. Nobody else has got anything going like this. 30 events.
Nope.
You show me anywhere in the country who's got it in a Pay Lake series. I'd be interested to see. I may be wrong, but Nick Bright's leading out there again this year, 10 points. Phil's right behind him. Phil Lucas and Jenny Lucas right behind them at 6. Fourth, Jim Weatherly, Mookie Blaylock, another guy always there. Kevin Tharp got him 5 points the other day for getting big fish. So, you know, you get big fish at one of these tournaments, there's 5 points right there. That's a nice hit. You know, a bunch of good guys all the way down there. Stanley Hedrick, Reimers, Trey Louder, Nelson, Tompkins, TJ Wise, Jeremy Condry, Chris Miles, Mike Birch, Ron Matthews, last year's champion, Dave Lasco. You know, you just see Mike even back on there. That's all or Ron back on there. He just wants to get back on that list. It's within reach. Yeah. Good day here and there. Put you in this championship. What else have you guys got?
Well, we'll probably finish up here with our TFF News. The last report we got is from a CAG event coming up on May 5th and 6th. This is called the Thomas, let me just make sure I get the name correct. Sorry about that, technical difficulty.
Right now, while he's doing that, let's talk a little bit about who's stocked this year as far as the lakes go. I know Hubbard put in 2,200 pounds of a very select.
They got some big commons out there this year so far.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The first load I think was maybe 900 pounds of a lot of fish over 20 and a lot of even maybe half of them over 25. And also they had another load of a lot of big 20s, few 30s in there.
Yeah.
And some high teens, I think around 2,000 pounds.
I know Indy hit the buffs again this year, hard ones. And that's always a lake right there, a hot lake to go to when you're looking for big buffalo.
1111, 9,200 pounds.
9,200 pounds of nice carp in their lake. They're trying to become a player out there.
I think I'm going to go tomorrow.
I tell you, getting off the subject here a little bit on this situation, and I know it's not it's not part of the carp family, but 1111 has got this huge
76.
79.
I think it was 76-pound Asian.
Yeah,
Asian carp, yeah, and you know, he did try to do what was right. He called the DNR, and he actually talked to the lady, and she said that he was allowed to release it back into his lake. And
he did everything the right way. He did everything the right way. But just have a massive Asian carp like that, it's like, wow. Me personally, I wouldn't mind trying to fight that. I would love to fight that thing.
Yeah, but you know, you got to be careful. It is still listed on an invasive species, so he did try to do what's right. He's got his lake pretty well protected against flooding, so you know, hopefully that you know, it can stay contained in the lake.
He said he's got a bunch of double fence lines that protect the other environments. But okay, yeah, going back to the Thomas. It's the Thomas Daughtry Memorial CAG Midwest Regionals. This is an Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio tournament groups so far. You got you basically have there's a 20 team limit on each state so far. Indiana, but Team Ohio, they have 18. Team Indiana, they have 19, and Team Michigan has 11. This again, matter of fact, a couple of Team Fish Fires is going to that. That's me, Tommy Pearson, and Marshall Burba. We're all going to go to that tournament.
This is probably about the 4th or 5th year for this tournament. At least it's been going strong. It's another one, you know, another one of those wild events. If you want to get out of the state and go try something completely new, you know, out of your comfort zone, it's a nice thing to go try.
And this is it's a CAG. You got to be a CAG member to be in this event. It's Michigan, from our stand. This is also in Michigan State, and that's also Michigan has won in each one of these tournaments. So, you know, good luck to all three teams. Hopefully everything works out. Go Team Indiana, but. Hoosiers. So hopefully everything works out the right way. We will definitely give you the upcoming winners on that event that's coming up. So we'll give you a few words to our sponsors in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Jim Donlin, owner of Westside Bait and Tackle. We are a family-owned and operated business serving Indiana anglers for the past 65 years. We specialize in stocking the best live bait possible. We have minnows, night crawlers, bee moth, crickets, and much, much more. We are also home to one of the area's best selections of rods, reels, lures, and fishing merchandise. We have specialty products for big catfish, crappie, carp, walleye, and bass, plus those hard-to-find items you can't locate elsewhere. So stop on in and see us at 1507 West Vermont Street in downtown Indianapolis, or visit us at westsidebaitshop.com.
Hey, welcome back, Carp Anglers. We are back with the TFF News. Go ahead, Jim. Finish up what you got on about the end.
Well, coming up, we got Hubbard's Lake on the 22nd, Seggy's Lake on the 28th. Where's Seggy's? Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. It's one of the few Pennsylvania stops, you know, along with Deep Valley. Then we got Highway Springs coming up with back-to-backs. So we'll catch up back up on the points, get you guys caught back up on that as we go along. And I was going to say, William, you know, what's hot right now?
Well, I mean, obviously it's been a very cold beginning of the year, so a lot of guys are still sticking with the chow. You know, they're not going to give it up. But personally, I have been catching a few on rice and oats lately. Just Saturday at Hubbard's, I caught 11 fish and only 2 were off chow. Most were on oats, so they actually are starting to turn over. But, you know, so far this year, chow's definitely been the money bait. It's been on.
What flavors have you heard that are better than others right now?
Seems like, as far as me personally, and mostly what I've heard, of course you got grape. It's always going to be one of your top bait flavors. Grape, strawberry, blueberry, peach have all been pretty good this
early
winter.
on.
I've been getting the big ones.
I got a question. Of all the Paylakers, what's a lot of the Paylakers that actually chums?
Okay.
And when is the stopping point to each one of those?
Okay. Good
I
question.
believe Hubbard's is allowing you to still chum sweet corn
Until
until
May
May 1st.
May 1st,
and then
I
it's
believe,
going to be
yes.
shut off. Indy Lakes is obviously now no more sweet corn for the year now that the jugs are open. It's just bait only.
Okay.
Ace Lakes and Highway Springs, though, you do have the opportunity to chum sweet corn all year long.
Okay.
So you
That's
can
good.
always
Good.
you can always use that on one rod.
And I
however.
mean, in lieu of chumming, it's what guys have been doing for years anyway. Continual to pack nice pack ball, throw in one area. I mean, it's in essence, it's chumming anyway. So when you get to the lakes that you can't chum, you can continue to put your pack balls out there
You
and
can bait your spot up.
bait your spot up that way.
But if you want to catch buffs, you ain't gonna do it on that corn. So you need to get you some bait.
Yeah, corn. I will say, sometime when the water's cold like this,
Yeah.
plain old sweet corn. Keep
Oh,
it
yeah.
simple. You know.
Guys have won a lot of money this year on sweet corn. I mean, when it's wintertime fishing, don't ever doubt that somebody can catch a big fish for corn because it'll happen.
Yeah. So we got this. We got next up on the Hoosier Carpers is what again? Celinda.
Yeah, Lake Celinda from Team Misfits.
65 south down to
Yeah.
Scottsburg exit.
Exactly.
Head west a little bit. Salem.
Salem.
Man, that lake has become
Hotspot.
a hot spot in Indiana. It used to produce many 35, 38 pound
We're
fish
back in
for
the old Hoosier Carper trails.
Yeah.
Tournament trails.
yeah, but they're always very responsive to the carp, and really there's a hotbed of carp anglers down there too, wild carpers in that area.
Oh yeah.
What do you got up next at Westlake?
Next Westlake tournament that we have is, I believe it's May 19th, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They're 12-hour tournaments. We start taking money an hour and a half before the tournament, and peg draw starts at 7 a.m.
Oh, and I do know that Hubbard's is throwing a benefit tournament.
Yeah.
The 29th. I
The
believe.
29th, yeah, the
Hubbard's.
29th, they're throwing a benefit tournament. I am not sure of the details, but I'm sure if you get on, Facebook or anywhere around right now,
Yeah.
James will post the information on
I
it.
will.
It's a nice tournament. Really, people rallied around, like Carpers do. They rallied around.
Tons of donations. Raffle items.
Yeah, there's a
$800 added to the big fish
Oh, yeah.
alone. This is going to be a good tournament.
Donation.
That's what I've heard. $800 added to the big fish, and man, that's just that's exciting stuff. And you know who benefits all this? I mean, the carp anglers do, and then like to say the brotherhood, the camaraderie. It's
Exactly.
nice to see the people out there doing it.
Yeah, matter of
I know
fact-
Rob Stout. That's another one you can contact him. Rob
Rob
Stout's
Stout.
been
He's
right.
got the info.
Tony Stout's been helping out with it. I know that he's been active in it.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm videotaping that one and doing a little, get together for that.
So any of you lakes out there that want to pass on information about upcoming tournaments you do, when we'll advertise them here on the TFF News.
Even wild carping, you guys in different states, you guys got something that you like to have a broadcast, give you guys a little shout out, announcements, and the winners of it.
The Illinois Carpers, they've always got something going up in the Chicago area.
They do.
What's their group called?
Illinois, I know, I'm thinking.
Frank Rink, he's active in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
his group. He
I'm
puts out a
thinking
magazine.
Midwest Carpers.
Yeah.
From Ohio.
So
But again, I think you guys want to call this a wrap up, or
Yeah.
So hey, thanks for watching our TFF News. We'll give you again updates on all the carp events and what's going on in the carp world. Again, if you guys got anything to tell us, let us know. So hey, my name is James Sanders, Bear, and Jim Donald from Westside Big Techco. Hey, we thank you for watching, and put a little info, hit the like button. Thanks for watching. Oh, always use Carp Care landing mats. Can't stress more about it. Landing mats, Carp Care. Talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot. Tight lines.
See you.